Drained by this time frame, and I don't think anybody's going to grab the hook in my hometown. But just in case, I'm going to do everything I can to keep it to the limit. But nobody's ever grabbed the hook. So I'm looking forward to that. This is a big day. Kavanaugh hearings. I'm going to tell you why. Then we're going to get to this clown on Saturday Night Live who made fun of and laughed at a Republican candidate, a military man who lost his eye in combat, and they're joking about it, laughing about it on Saturday Night Live Saturday night with no apology forthcoming, and there won't be, I doubt. The guy was not a rogue performer. Everything in that show is scripted. They do 2 live rehearsals on Saturday night before the air version. So everything that happens on Saturday Night Live is intended to happen. What it says about the millennial culture in America today, and it's fairly good, but we'll get to that in due course. That Christine Ballsy Ford reluctantly came forward with the news that Brett Kavanaugh had had sexually abused her. That party or the drive-by media from accepting everything she said as gospel. Hollywood actresses made videos, we believe her, and all of that. If Kavanaugh got confirmed that they were not stopping the investigation, they were going to continue to look into this and impeach Kavanaugh because this will not stand. She had no evidence. The drive-bys were not reporting that all 4 witnesses she named could not confirm because they said they weren't there. If it weren't for Trump doing that in a rally where they then accused him of mocking her, who knows how that would have gone. But Trump took the wind out of the Christine Ballsy Ford sails and the whole movement. And so as Molly Hemingway asked in a piece last week, where is it now? Kavanaugh was such a rotten guy that it was worth destroying his past, in his future. It was worth destroying his career, his life. It was worth destroying his family because the guy had no business being on the court. He was Democrats in the midterms. That's what the Democrats had planned. That's what the media had planned. Now you can't find a story on Kavanaugh except more and more evidence that it never happened. And a bunch of these women that Avenatti brought forward, claiming that Kavanaugh had participated in setting up gang rapes, are admitting they made it up. And yet you go back to the heat of the moment. How many of your friends believed it? I had a guy I play golf with. Don't you think Kavanaugh's guilty? They wouldn't have people saying this kind of stuff if I said, come on, there's no evidence. You've got more than this. I'm blowing my mind after listening to this. It's a lesson as to how people, Democrats and the drive-bys have just stopped talking about it. They've stopped promising to do more investigations. They've stopped talking about it in general. It doesn't mean they're not going to try to get rid of the guy if they win the mechanisms to do so, but it won't be because he's guilty. It'll be because they just don't want him there. It'll be like there's a little bit of added news here, folks. On Saturday, Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley released the committee's report on her allegations, and what did it find? There is no evidence to support the allegations made by Christine Ballsy Ford. And yet, with the assistance of the drive-by media, over something for which there is and was no evidence. Information process. Conclusion, no evidence to support. Isn't any evidence. There never was, and yet look what happened. Everybody instinctively knew this was BS, but they still brought those hearings to a dead, screeching halt and demanded a new FBI investigation for which no evidence could be found because there wasn't any evidence. The reason I'm bringing this up, for those of you who haven't voted, this is a teachable moment. This is your Democrat Party today. You can't believe any of the allegations they make against any of their political enemies. They make it up. They do not tell the truth about who they are. They mask that, they camouflage that, but they lie about their opponents. The nominee committee investigators spoke to 45 people and have written statements relating to the various allegations made in the course of the Kavanaugh confirmation committee's investigation, nor the supplemental background investigation can bear any evidence. A bunch of lies, things that never happened. Why have the Democrats in that committee not put out a competing anything to this? And again, I'm but trying to inform and educate people. Away with it because of powerful friends somewhere. Folks, there was never anything to it. There was never anything to the Clarence Thomas, Anita Hill stuff. There was never anything to the Robert Bork allegations, which were really, not even based on criminal intent or behavior. There never is. This stuff just gets made up as October surprises. The Clinton paid-for dossier that was designed to prove that Donald Trump colluded with Russia. Not true. And what do we have? I heard Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez over the weekend saying, well, if we win, we're going to go after Trump on the, wait for it, emoluments clause. You know what that is? She said, yeah, President Trump hasn't shut down his businesses, and so he's still profiting from his businesses while serving in office. That's a violation of the emoluments clause after 2 years of all this? You've tried to ruin Donald Trump. You've tried to ruin his family. You've tried to damage this country to no end, and the emoluments clause after 2 years. We have a special counsel investigation. Who knows how many people are going to be ruined by that? And all of this is made up.